First thing they're going to do is do the imaging for correlation of a CEREC procedure. We draw off the teeth. As you notice, the tongue is kept out of the way, the cheek is kept out of the way, and as I turn on the vacuum and we apply the CEREC OptiSpray, no vacuum there yet, you can see that most of the spray is kept within the mouth very, very nicely. And as you can see, the imaging goes by very, very easily, very rapidly, because you don't have to worry about the tongue getting in the way. And as you can now see, your assistant can take over and do the spraying while you're in the other room working, so she can get a lot of preliminary stuff taken care of all the way. She can work by herself. And as you can see, the Isolite keeps that powder well within the mouth. And now we have Rita imaging as she moves things forward. Sometimes when we powder, we notice we get a little excess powder coming outside the mouth, and we can use a secondary HVE. Since Isolite is used in addition to the HVE, we use that secondary HVE outside the mouth to capture any powder that may come out. And sometimes we do it this way also. We're going to contrast this with cotton roll and dry angle aspiration. Moving right along, sometimes if we don't have the Isolite and we need to isolate with cotton rolls and dry angles, raise your tongue to the top of your mouth. We can fill our mouth up full of cotton rolls and we can stick a dry angle in here. And as you can see now, number one, I have to be worried about keeping her tongue out of the way, so now I've got to retract her tongue, a little bit more work for me. I got to spray the image. It's mandatory that my assistant is in there now. And I'm fighting this right now to try and get a good image. I can, but it's a lot more work for me. It's a lot more work for the patient. It's a lot more work for the assistant. And now her mouth is full of cotton, and now we got to go back and take out the cotton, and it's just a time-consuming process. You got to worry about cotton roll burn. And getting the dry angle out. Now we got to moisten the dry angle to get it out. So you can see it's much more cumbersome when we utilize cotton roll isolation as opposed to Isolite isolation.